guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. And for Denver, Jamal Murray is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Bull, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. Zubac finds George. Offline with his 3. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Up again. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Lob pass to George. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
From 12 feet out. Outside, George. Let's go. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Jokic.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Porter, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now the pass to Zubac. And George with the stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now Gordon. Passes it to Bull. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nobody near Leonard. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. There's the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Porter kicks to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Jokic. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Right side George. Pass to Leonard. Here's the 3. And it's Leonard again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Beverly the pass to Zubac. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Ibaka. Goes up again. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Zubac. Denver leading by 3. .104 left to play here in the first. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Good on the 3-point shot. Bull's got his second basket of the game.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Outside, George. 3-pointer. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Gordon. Now, here's Bull. Zubac's defending. Deep two from Murray. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And George, here we go. Porter with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He made his mark in a big... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum. And it's Cousins in at the 5.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Pass to McGee. Back to Barton. 4 on the shot clock. Fires, high post. A second chance effort. In deep, McGee drops it in.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kennard's shot is off. Here's Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. McGee finds Morris. Knocks down the 3 ball. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 9. And the wide open shot from Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the wide open shot from Morris. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Back to McGee. Green dishes to McGee. He kicks to Green. They get it again. Misses the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Jackson passes to Kennard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kennard's got 5.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Kennard against Barton. The pass to McGee. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Stolen by McGee. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Good. You two players.
And here is Los Angeles now. Clippers trail by 6. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. Zubac kicks to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Porter with it. George picks him up and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
And George, here we go, to the inside. Zubac, the pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Leonard, no luck. Wide open look here for Murray. Oh, what a shot! All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points, 6 rebounds, and that's a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Porter. Then there's Gordon. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And George.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless, just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And George with the stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
They get the rebound. Jokic uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And a wide open look for Porter. Jokic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Boy, you better be mindful of that wingspan that Jokic possesses, especially when he's attacking the backboard.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
It's Porter outside, sinks the triple. Porter's got 5.
You have got to guard Porter as soon as he crosses half court. His range is limitless.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Bull.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Murray against Beverly. Murray kicks to Porter. Beverly against Murray. And Jokic slings it in.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
Beverly with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A 3 from Leonard. Trains it from beyond the arc. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital. Pushing the action, getting others involved, he does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Jackson has the open look. He trains the quick shot.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Morris finds Barton. Now here is McGee. Back to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And it's Green missing. Clippers trail by 14. And here's Morris for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Morris passes to Barton. Back to Morris. Kicks to McGee. Passes it to Barton. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. Three-pointer. Barton connects from three-point range. Barton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kennard for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets sitting with a comfortable. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Morris. Batuma's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here is Morris. From the arc. They get it back. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. A 12-point game. Kennard's shot is off. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Green kicks to Millsap. On the wing. And it's McGee with the jam. And the Nuggets lead by 14. The Clippers shooting about 42% so far. Jackson against Morris. Jackson passes to Cousins. Back to Jackson. A 3-ball. Denver grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barton finds Millsap. And stolen by Cousins. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Jackson against Morris. To the left wing. Shot from the low block. Yes, that goes in.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Batum scanning the floor. The feed to Morris. Back to Batum. Dishes it to Morris. Pass to Cousins. Clock at 4. McGee with the block. But they get it back. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Gordon comes in for Green. Porter's checked in for Barton. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. The 17-footer. Here's Zubats, who's back up over Millsap. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. The Nuggets leading by 9. Murray the pass to Gordon. Murray against Beverly. It's Porter atop the key. Pass to Jokic. Over Ibaka. That's tipped. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. .144 left in the fourth. George looking around. A 3 from Leonard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Beverly against Murray. We've got 1:18 left in the game. Clock at 6. Jokic finds Murray. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers trail by 7.
And this has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Bulls checked in. Beverly against Murray. Beverly the pass to Zubats. And it's Denver with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pushing it up. Outside for Murray. And again, Denver no good. And here's Los Angeles. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Gordon dishes the ball. Murray the pass to Gordon. So we see Denver get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there at goal. Then it's Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center. Now here's Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Trailblazers. Murray outside. Gordon finds Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
Yeah, and I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Goes up on the high post. Rebounded by McCollum.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now here's Covington. Back to McCollum. Porter with the steal. Jokic with it. Lillard picks him up. A pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McCollum right side. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Now here's Murray. Pulls up on the wing. Jump shot is good.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
Right side, Covington. Powell finds Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Porter with the steal. Here's Murray. And it's rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Basket counts. McCollum's got 7.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Jokic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Murray. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Lillard. Kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. Releases. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Powell. McCollum outside. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And the shot is good.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Porter kicks to Murray. Back to Porter, to the paint. Here's Bol. Pass to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Lillard with it. For Murray. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Denver on top, up by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed
the mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
They've got Anthony. He's out there with Jones. Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. So it's Denver now. They trail by 1. Shot clock at 6. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Barton kicks to Green. Denver the rebound. On the wing, Green. Nearly swatted away by Kanter. Still getting a piece of it. And it's Barton atop the key. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And the pass to Simons. Five to shoot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. Here's Simons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 5 points so far.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Morris. Portland grabs the miss. And now Portland on the break. Stolen by McGee. Millsap left side. He kicks it to Barton. And Millsap, here we go. Inside. Down low. Over Kanter. Outside, Green. That shot off. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Wow, the decisiveness is good to see. Kanter sensing when to slash and executing the pick and roll flawlessly.
Now here's Barton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hollis Jefferson with it. Now guarded by Barton. Anthony can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Simons the pass to Cantor. That shot off the mark, and it's Denver the other way. And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Portland moving the ball around. Here's Simons. Stolen by McGee. Morris into the lane. Right side Millsap. That ties the game. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And that one's good, Anthony.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Outside, Green. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Morris, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From deep three-point range, and a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 9 points and 1 rebound. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there at goal. Then it's Porter, and it's Murray in at point guard. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Wheeling and dealing in the pick and roll. Murray, an encouraging sign of him improving as a passer.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. But it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. Puts up a three. Portland again missing. The Nuggets trail by 5.
A self-described country boy from the town of Samba, Serbia, Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Now Bol following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. That one drops for him.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Lillard outside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Nurkic finds McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Porter passes to Bol. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now just a 1-point Portland lead. The Trailblazers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Outside Covington. Portland again missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look. And what a struggle it has been, yet to convert a single shot from the field.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Powell in the high post. He's against Green.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now, here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
And here's McCollum for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Morris with the ball. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Portland leading. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Nuggets also changing it up. Dozier's checked in, and it's Austin Rivers in for Morris.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Here's Rivers. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Derek Jones. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Rivers following the missed shot by Will Barton. Pass to McGee. Rivers kicks to Dozier. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes in there. Dozier's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Denver.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Unable to get that one. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Millsap's against Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, I like seeing Millsap sell that pump fake.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pulls up for 3. Kept alive. Cantor. Here's Simons. Up again. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Back to Barton. Jacks up a 3. Rivers can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 4. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now, here's Cantor. Here's Simons. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. On deep. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Gordon. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Anthony can't hit. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets for the Trailblazers. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Covington passes to McCollum. To end the drought. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And that one's good by Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Lillard and Titan count the basket. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Porter dishes the Bull. He gets that one.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
And Lillard kicks the foul. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Denver now. For Denver, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with the ball. A 2-point game. Lillard against Murray. Ball kicks to Murray. Just 4 to shoot. Count!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
To the left side wing. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Nurkic finds Lillard. It's in!
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Porter. Back to Murray to take the lead. It's money from deep.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by Gordon. Here is Lillard.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Ball's not loose. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. Now here's McCollum. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Got that bucket in no time at all. George has got the first points up on the board here for the Clippers. Lillard against Beverley. From deep three-point range. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Over Beverley. Lillard misses.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
And it's sent back by Leonard. George looking around, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Morris, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
And Lillard throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Leonard. Portland making their last shot. George with no one around. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 7 points in the game.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Foul for three. Hits the three-point foul.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Leonard. Knocked away. Here's George. Good D by McCollum.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
George against Powell. Lillard attacking. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, he's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Back to George. And George with the stuff.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
It's Covington on the wing. Nurkic against Zubac. Outside Covington. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 4. And here we go. Here's Leonard. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Leonard on the wing. Shoots. Money from the wing.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Lillard. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Los Angeles leading by 4. Beverly with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Leonard, that's for 2. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Now here's Lillard. He's got 8. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And it's denied.
And Beverly just goes all out on defense, which is what allows him to come up with these rejections.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Lillard with it. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Outside Jackson. Back to Kennard. Batum scanning the floor. 5 on the clock. Pass to Ibaka. Can't hit from in close. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Kennard with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
That one wide left. The Trailblazers shooting 43% from the field. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And so he hits both. Clippers leading by 5. Outside Jackson. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
That's just a sensational play from Cousins. He leaps off the floor so quickly when he has an opportunity for that alley-oop slam.
And Kanter now top the key. And Jones has it in the corner. Anthony down low, defended by Ibaka. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads, cut to just 5 on the basket from Carmelo Anthony. Cousins finds Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Now the pass to Ibaka. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Anthony. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson kicks to Kennard. There's 1:54 left here in the second. Uncovered. He can't hit that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Jones. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Here's Cousins. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The bruising power of Cousins. Once he gets in prime position, he goes straight to work.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Simons. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Lillard against Beverly. And here's George for 3. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's Powell. It's blocked, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Powell kicks to McCollum. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Gotta respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Leonard against Powell. Leonard inside. Leonard draws the double. Beverly wide open. Good on the triple. Beverly's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
McCollum outside. And it's sent back by George. And he recovers it. Launches a 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 9 points and 1 block. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
We've got Marcus Morris. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. Clippers leading by 10. Beverly with the ball. Now Covington defending. A clear look for George. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. That's a 2 from Lillard. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. The Clippers rebound. The feed now to Morris. Beverly for 3. Powell pulls it in.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
McCollum, no good.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
And here's Leonard from 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 9 points.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Zubac the pass to George. To the middle. Powell with the steal.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And they finally get one to go. I mean, just in time. An 0 for 4 start to the second half can really make a team tighten up.
George against McCollum. And here's Leonard from 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the basket by McCollum.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Beverly the pass to George. He dishes it to Morris. Outside Leonard. And here's George for three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard looking around. He kicks it to Nurkic. His first shot coming late. And that one goes long. Clippers leading by 17. Beverly finds Morris. High post shot. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The 3 from George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Trailblazers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Nurkic up top. Pass to Powell to stop the run. Cousins against Nurkic. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Count it. McCollum's got 8.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Passes to Kennard from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Lillard from outside sinks the triple. He's got 11.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Kennard's shot is off.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure what this guy was in the first half.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Jackson. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Cousins. Batum for 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Trailblazers, Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Jackson finds Kennard. Lock at 6. For 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Kennard's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Outside, Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And Cousins kicks to Jackson. Shot from the wing. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Simons. It's Anthony with the drive. Here's Jones. The putback. Cousins pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 16. Ibaka, the pass to Cousins. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one's on Anthony.
Big boy strength right there. Big boy move from Cousins right there. He feasts off of contact when he's coming up with a shot.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Kicks it to Cantor. And there's the pass to Simons. That shot off. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jackson down low. Covington's there. Outside, Batum. Shot clock at 6. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side, Covington. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Jackson against Lillard. Outside Jackson. Puts it up from 15. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Pass to Nurkic. Takes it out to Covington. Lillard outside. The shot from 20 feet away. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Jackson with it. Lillard picks him up, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson finds Batum. And here's Kennard. And the Clippers miss again. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Covington, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got his first points in this one.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Pulls up, high post, and that one is good. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paul George.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Jackson misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 22 is their biggest lead. The shot's good from Kennard.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
To the inside, Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
I like to see this. Lillard patient, reading the D. He finds the open man.
Jackson passes to Batum.
Portland foul call.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
Oh, and Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well, using his great speed on both ends.
Lillard from outside. No good there. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there at Bull. Then it's Porter, and it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. The kick out to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got the opening field goal of the game for Denver. Now, here's George. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw this game, and he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible.
Murray with it. The pass to Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. George against Porter. George passes to Zubac. Count it. Good.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Zubac against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now here's Gordon. Pass to Murray. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by George.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Basket good.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Here's Murray. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. They grab their own miss, Jokic, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Beverly. Outside, George. Inside. Out to Morris. 6 to shoot. Leonard, that's for 2. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trail by 5. Kicks it out to Leonard. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. And here's Jokic. He's got 7. Murray for 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 3-point game. Murray kicks to Jokic. That one goes. Count it. Jokic has got 9.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Nobody near Leonard. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got his second basket.
Well, Kawhi Leonard put in the time to become a big-time threat from range. That is beautiful.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
Now here's Green. Barton right side. From past the arc. He's off on that one. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He finishes with 9. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
selfless. I mean, you need to look your.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Ibaka in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. McGee and the slam dunk by McGee.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Morris against Jackson. Morris into the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Kennard. This one for three. Millsap grabs the miss. Denver in the lead. To the paint. Here's McGee. Shoots over Cousins. And he gets... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. Here's Morris. Clippers able to drain the three. Outside Millsap. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Morris, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Kennard. Denver getting their last shot to go. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Cousins on the follow.
Let's remember that a 7'6" wingspan accompanies the frame of DeMarcus Cousins. Somebody might want to box him out.
Morris outside. The shot's good from McGee. That's 7 points for JaVale McGee.
And the lead should be safe
if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Cousins, the pass to Jackson. Ibaka with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Jackson misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Outside Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Outside Porter. Bull with it. Morris is there. Bull kicks to Porter. Inside, and the dunk by Bull.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
George up top, guarded by Porter. Fires from the line, and again it's the Clippers missing.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Left side, George. And so it's Denver, bringing the quarter to... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 9 points, 3 rebounds, and that.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So on the floor for Denver. Bull is out there with Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
George controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Paul George putting the size and the length that he possesses to be an effective force on the glass. Nice.
And it's Murray penetrating. Stolen by Beverly. It's 2-on-1. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And Morris throws it down.
Well, Marcus Morris, when he's engaged on the offensive end, can be a dangerous scorer.
Jokic on top, stolen by Zubac. Morris finds Leonard. And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 11.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here's Jokic. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
In this quarter alone, they've yielded 5 points off of those turnovers.
Pass to Beverly. And he lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Bull kicks to Jokic. No good. Good work defensively by Morris. And an intentional foul right there. Clippers trail by 4. Now, here's George. The pass to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Green finds Millsap. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris passes to Millsap over Ibaka. Millsap misses.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
1:14 left to play in the third. Jackson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Ibaka. Trying to get something going.
And Millsap with the focus there defensively, just stretching out to bother the shot.
Barton against Jackson. Morris looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Barton against Ibaka. Another shot. They get it again. McGee. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Jackson. Barton defending. Shots good by Kennard.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And here is Morris. He's got 6. Barton left side. Here's McGee, and he drops it in from the low post. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Ibaka, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Green finds McGee. Down low, they kick it out to Green. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First free throw is good. Ibaka hits both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Jackson against Morris. Barton the bounce pass. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by McGee.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Kennard. He kicks it to Cousins. Now the feed to Ibaka.
Don't you just love the gritty nature of Ibaka's game? This guy easily draws contact thanks to his aggressiveness.
The first one falls. Ibaka hits both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Morris passes to Barton. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. McGee inside. He's guarded by Cousins. That's good from McGee. And he makes the first but misses the second. Clippers trail by 6. Jackson has the open look. Morris with the rebound.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Back to Barton. Wide open. The Clippers grab the miss. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kennard the pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
A power move by one of the biggest problems in the low post of Marcus Cousins. Don't let him get that deep.
Morris against Jackson. Morris inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throw good for Morris. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Bol comes in for Paul Millsap. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for JaMychal Green. And it's Michael Porter in for Will Barton. Now here's Beverly. Outside, George. Over Porter. And it's George missing. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bol. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Monte Moore. Clippers trail by 6. Now Zubac. Here's Beverly. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Patrick Beverly defined mostly by his tremendous defense, but boy, is he finding people right now. Pretty pass.
Now here's Murray. Passes to Jokic. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George up top. Guarded by Porter. George dishes to Beverly. Over Murray. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray the pass to Porter. There's 1:17 left in the game. Back to Murray. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And it's Leonard missing. For Denver, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Jokic finds Porter. Back to Jokic. The 19-footer is on the money.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Leonard. Lets it go from deep. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
On the wing, Gordon. Bull kicks to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Bull the pass to Gordon. Now Porter. Here's Jokic. Count that bucket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
A three from Leonard. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Nobody near George. So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps up. A beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado. And with great...
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, we've got Murray. Ole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Gordon. And it's Porter in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Murray. And there's Porter on the assist by Murray. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And the second free throw, good. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Lillard looking around. The dish to Powell. From deep. It doesn't go for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. To the inside. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Stops. Pops. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now here's Murray. Right side, Gordon. Back to Murray. Covington with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jones is running. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Denver the other way. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Murray. Jokic inside. Working on Nurkic. And Jokic gets it to go.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago, we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Lillard up top, defended by Gordon. Lillard, the pass to Covington. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Jokic. Pass to Bull. Just 5 to shoot. Floats it up for Jokic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Lillard. To the paint. Covington kicks to Powell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Lillard missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Inside. Jokic passes to Murray. Denver needs to get off a shot. The shot's good. Jokic has got 8.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Lillard. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Porter. Pass to Jokic.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Second shot opportunity, and he hits the jumper for 2. 10 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Murray. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 9. And we'll be back with you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Anthony. Cohen is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Collins, and it's Cantor in at the center.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, G.A. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. It is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
Trailblazers trail by 9 and stolen by Barton. Millsap kicks to Green. 6 feet out. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist from Green. Millsap's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nuggets. Hollis-Jefferson passes to McCollum. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Collins, good.
Collins not afraid of getting hit on the inside and goes up through all of that arms and legs in there.
Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Martin with it. Now defended by McCollum. Morris, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Only given up 2 points this quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, in the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. McCollum against Morris. Offensive rebound. Cantor. McGee with the block. The Nuggets leading by 11. Morris outside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's McGee with the jam.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from McGee. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's the pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Here's McCollum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
McCollum against Morris. Passes it to McGee. Millsap has the open look. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, as his confidence grows, McCollum gets himself into attack mode, and that's where his game goes to another level. Beautiful drive by the young phenom.
Outside, Green. Morris against McCollum. Green passes to McGee. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Cantor. Millsap trying to get open. And a great move from McGee as he gets it to go.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
To the middle. McCollum kicks to Collins. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Martin surveying the floor. Pass to McGee. Doesn't go that time.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's Denver with a sizable lead as the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of the first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
Cole is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Porter in at the 2. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Bol. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Timeout. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in. There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
Now here's Gordon. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Porter passes to Bol. And here's Gordon from outside. That one doesn't go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Lillard. Finished off the break. 8 points for Damian Lillard.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Murray against Lillard. Murray the pass to Bol. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And Jokic gets it to go.
Jokic did a nice job positioning himself down in the paint. Usually he's at the top of the key, but this time knew where he wanted to get the ball. Shot it on the inside and scored.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 8, and yes, it's good. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Porter looking it over. Pass to Murray. Down low. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. Jokic has got 14 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on body.
The Nuggets leading by 22. Porter dishes to Gordon. Back to Porter. Top of the key. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. The shot by Powell, no good. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Murray with it. Jones covering. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The kick out to Porter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. 1:37 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Portland no good that time either.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Here's Gordon. Beyond the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Jones slams it in.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Outside Porter. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 20. Powell, no one around him. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Powell's got his first basket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
For Denver, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. Green, he's checked in for Gordon. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Now, here's Lillard. 10 points for him. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
Morris against Lillard. Outside Millsap. Here's McGee. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 17. Here's Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. From down in the low post, it goes. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Morris. 3 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Nuggets lead by 17. And so it's the Denver Nuggets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Anthony is out there with Collins. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's McCollum in at the point. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
I feel like that was instinctual for Melo, like he's seen it before, able to swipe that ball away.
And it's McCollum in the corner. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Timeout.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. The Nuggets making a switch here. Barton is checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 14. Hollis Jefferson. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now, here is Morris. Millsap in the corner. The drive by Green. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Nuggets with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And that one falls for Jones. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Nuggets leading by 13. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Murray against Lillard. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. 22 is their biggest lead. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Amazing how much the evolution of Jokic has helped evolve the offense that's around him. A fearless player who feels like he can go up and match up against anybody in the league.
Covington, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Murray outside. The pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
Mid-range game as Jokic spotted himself up and drilled that one.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is kept back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Damian Lillard.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. That one off the back iron and out. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Here's Murray. Portland making their last shot. In the corner, Bull with it. Lets it fly. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Powell finds Jones. Lillard outside. From outside, off the mark. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nuggets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses Love the effort tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. It's Jones on the wing. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Jones.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Passes it to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones, and it's Powell in at the 2 spot. The 3 from George. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Jones dishes to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. There's the triple. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
George with the ball. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Powell for 3. Nurkic the pass to Powell. And another three for Portland.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triplet.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Passes to Morris. Here's Leonard. Outside, George. Powell with the steal. Jones with it. Leonard picks him up. Inside. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Covington kicks to Jones. Lillard against George. Jones, that's for two. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Powell for three. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Beverly against Lillard. 5 on the clock. Tries again.
You talk about defensive back mindset coverage from Patrick Beverly. His defense will drive you crazy.
And it's George missing. Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now, here is George. Following the missed shot by Nurkic. Leonard, no luck. The numbers in their favor. Lillard, the pass to Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Morris right side. Back to Beverly. Kicks it to Morris. And there's the pass to Beverly. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Beverly against McCollum. Here's Morris. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Anthony. Here's McCollum. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Cousins. Cantor with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Cantor, the pass to Simons. No good on the triple. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Down by 12. Ibaka, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. There's Hollis Jefferson. Kennard with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's Portland enjoying a 12-point lead. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed,
this game, it's...
Greg, you know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Kennard kicks to Ibaka. No problems knocking that one down. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Clippers trail by 12. On the wing, Batum shoots from the corner. Again, the Clippers.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
McCollum finds Kanter. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Kanter. The shot misses. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The shot's good from Kennard.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jackson against McCollum. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Kennard's shot is off. Portland leading by 9. Stolen by Jackson. And Ibaka kicks to Batum. Back to Ibaka. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Here's McCollum. Kanter trying to free himself up, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Covington finds Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 9. And here's Leonard from 3. Offensive rebound.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's amazing. All night, he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead. Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Feeds it to Nurkic. Powell against George. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Zubac the pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And Leonard gets it to go.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch and shoot game.
Passes it to Powell. Jones looking for an opening. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, give us your... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Clippers trail by 6. Morris kicks to George. The pass to Beverly. Back to George. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what a play.
Unbelievable.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop. 3-pointer, Lillard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And, guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Clippers trail by 5. Pass to Beverly. Leonard on the wing. Back to Beverly. He kicks to Leonard. Portland grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead early. Now here's Powell. He's got 5. Lillard outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They lead by 7. Nobody near Nurkic, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. No good from 11 feet. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Jones. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And Ibaka is right there.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Jackson against Lillard. Kicks to Jones. Pass to Covington. To the paint. Shooting. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Poke loose. And now here comes Jones leading the break. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Beverly finds George. Back to Beverly. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
When Beverly first entered the league, he struggled to read the action in pick and roll. Now it's a different story.
And there's the feed to Cantor. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 16. And here's Beverly. Morris passes to Zubac. Drills the baseline jumper.
The offense was firing on all cylinders, and that's the exact kind of shot they wanted.
McCollum against Beverly. McCollum outside. Banked in off the glass.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
And George kicks to Morris. Pass to Leonard. From deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Second chance shot. Beverly against McCollum. 5 to shoot. Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
George passes to Zubats. Now here is George. He's guarded close. Morris. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lobs it up for Anthony. That shot misses. Clippers trail by 16.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. McCollum kicks to Cantor. It's McCollum on the wing, defended by Beverly. Hollis Jefferson passes to Cantor. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Shooting for Portland.
That's good from Anthony. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Derek Jones comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony Simons. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for McCollum. And then for Los Angeles, Baca comes in for Ivica Zubats. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Anthony right side. Jones finds Nurkic. Stolen by Jackson. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And that one's good, George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Jones kicks to Powell. Here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. Knocks it loose.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And it's George missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Powell, no one around him. No good with the triple. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 16-point game. And George with this stuff.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard fires away from way outside. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George dishes to Ibaka. Back to George. High post to Ibaka. Leonard on the wing. The three. Nailed from three-point land.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
Lillard with it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith.